Hey guys, so today I'm here to film my top 10 Colourpop items for you. I only cheated a little bit, shockingly. And I think one of the items we're going to talk about is discontinued, but I couldn't not talk about it, so I'm going to talk about it. Also, don't mind my voice. I have bronchitis, which is why I haven't been uploading consistently. But I'm on antibiotics, so hopefully I don't cough up a lung and die. So yeah, I love Colourpop so much. They are an online only brand. If you don't know who Colourpop is, where have you been? Everything is like from $5 to $8, super affordable, and they put out quality products. I will say their customer service can leave much to be desired sometimes. If you place your order and everything goes well, you're fine 90% of the time, or like 80% of the time that happens, and everything is smooth sailing. But if there's an issue with your order and with shipping, their customer service department is just not great. I've posted 2 rant videos about Colourpop's customer service before, and although I think their customer service is atrocious, I keep ordering from them because I love their products. So I'm awful, basically. So let's get into it. The first product, I'm going to start with face, then go eyes, and then go lips, I think. First product I need to talk about is Colourpop's highlighter in Flexitarian. I have 3 of their highlighters, and the other ones I have just aren't as good as Flexitarian. Like, I don't know how to explain to you how gorgeous this highlighter is. It's such a neutral, shimmery beautifulness. I'm wearing it on my cheeks today under my Fenty Beauty highlighter. I wear this every single day under any highlighter. I just find that a cream highlighter really helps a liquid or a powder highlighter pop. So I use Flexitarian as my base every single day. It's the most beautiful highlight in the entire world. It's so creamy, it's so reflective. It has like that wet look without looking chunky and having chunks of glitter in it like some of their other highlighters have. It's just honestly the most beautiful highlighter in the world. And I've heard people say that Flexitarian's great, but like the other Colourpop highlighters aren't as good as Flexitarian. Flexitarian is like the one you need. Get it. Look how dirty mine is. The other face product I want to talk about are the Colourpop No Filter Concealers. I have the shade, this is Fair Neutral from when they first launched. As you can see, I'm running out. I have not found my perfect shade yet. I probably am going to place another order because they're launching foundations and you know I need one. So this is a little bit too dark for me. Their concealers do oxidize, and I wish they had more fair, cool undertoned ones, because the other one I have that's fair with cool undertones is this one, which is Fair 02, and it's basically white. I also have their white one, which is also white. I do love that they have a white concealer. White concealers are so great for us pale people, and the only one that I have is the Kat Von D one, and I find it's too cakey, but I really love the consistency of the Colourpop concealers. I wear them all the time. I will say nothing comes close to my Tarte Shape Tape, but this is the only other concealer that I wear other than Tarte Shape Tape, and I really do like it. I just need to work on finding my best color. That is the downfall with Colourpop, because they're an online brand. There's no refunds because everything's so cheap. I think these are $8 or $6. So I'm now stuck with 8 million concealers. So I've been mixing, but still working on finding my favorite shade. But regardless, the concealers are fantastic. If you're on a budget, bomb concealer. I also want to talk about the Colourpop Brow Boss Gel. This is in the color Clear. It's a universal shade. I do kind of hope they come out with colored shades. I literally just hauled this and I've only been using it for a couple weeks, but I really do love it. I'm wearing it in my brows today, and it has, first of all, love the tiny little applicator. I hate when brow products come with those big ass applicators when you're like, what's happening? I'm making a mess all over my face. Has a tiny applicator. It does have a white tint to it, so when you put it through your brows, it's white if you have dark hair like me. But you can either just tap it out, or you can just let it set and it'll set itself totally clear, so don't be scared, because I was scared. But like, my brows are in place, which never happens. I always have these brows in the tail or like in the arch, like sticking out, but like they don't feel crusty at all. And I feel like every other brow gel I've used makes them feel crusty, and like this is dirt cheap. So I want to talk about these Supershock shadows, because Supershock shadows are kind of what put Colourpop on the map. My holy grail Supershock shadow is the Colourpop shadow in I Heart This. I've talked about this shadow my whole entire life, 800 million times on my channel. I don't know how to tell you how much I love it. This is a swatch here. It's just an absolutely gorgeous taupey silver color. I'm gonna take it right now and put it just on the center of my lid. Like, do you see how that just like adds a beautiful shine? I am the queen of taupe eyeshadows. I own 800 million taupes, and this is my go-to shadow when I don't want to try with my eyeshadow. I just blend this all over the lid into the crease and I move on with my life and put on a winged liner and I'm done. It's the most perfect shade. This is the second one of this one I have, and like I just cannot tell you enough just how much I love this eyeshadow. It's so gorgeous, so unique. I've tried some of the other Colourpop Supershock shadows. I personally like a light lid color and a darker crease, so for me, I find all the other lid colors are so gold toned and warm toned. This is the only one I found that's cool toned that I absolutely love. The other ones are just kind of an eh for me. But there is one colorful one I want to talk about, and that is the Colourpop Supershock Shadow in Telepathy. I believe this was a collab with Kathleen Lights, and I love this because it's just the most beautiful, unique shade ever. It's like a chartreuse almost, like it's not gold, it's a green gold, and I personally hate gold, but I love this color. I just think it's so unique and so metallic without having any chunks of glitter in it. It just really pops on your eye, and like I cannot say enough about this color. Like, look at this shade. It's so pretty. So I do want to mention the Colourpop Golden State of Mind palette. I don't think they carry this anymore. This was their collab with Sephora, but it's honestly one of my favorite palettes everywhere. I brought this traveling with me. I use it all the time. I will say that a lot of the shadows, when you swatch them, look a little bit similar, but they're honestly so reflective, so beautiful. I don't know what's in these shadows, but like they pop like no one's business. Like these three shades right here do look kind of similar. They're very similar to my skin tone, so I hope you can see them here. But when you put them on the lid, they're so gorgeous. They're so shimmery metallic. I have been loving metallic lid shades lately. I don't even know who I am anymore because I used to be a only matte kind of girl, but this palette is a dream. Like, I cannot say enough about this palette. If you can get your hands on it somehow, do it. It's beautiful. They're so reflective. If you apply them wet, you'll literally die. I love them. And then in the same vein, I have to mention the Colourpop Pressed Shadows. These are probably my favorite eyeshadow formula. I said it. They're so beautiful. The mattes are creamy and blendable. The metallics are so reflective. One of my favorite shades has to be Snake Eyes. It's just this beautiful metallic lid color, and like the reflection on this is out of this world. Like, this looks like a wet shadow. It looks like a Colourpop Supershock shadow, but it's not. It's such a gorgeous lid shade. I absolutely love it. I also love Made to Last, which just looks like a boring ass brown color. But what I like about it is, okay, I'm a cool toned kind of bitch. I have cool toned skin and I'm so fucking over warm toned eyeshadows. So for me, I love this. It's like a brown with pink undertones, which is so unique to my collection. I don't have anything like this. Everything's so warm, but this is so cool tone and pink, and it's just like a beautiful shadow. It's one of the shadows I use like every single day in my crease. It's fantastic. And then for your more funky colors, the other two I want to talk about is, I love Wait For It, and I never thought I would love a peachy kind of eyeshadow like this, but it's honestly stunning. And again, another unique eyeshadow. Like, I don't have anything like this, and the Colourpop shades are so cheap that like you can really hit those. What Colourpop's great for is they're really on trend. They know the trends. They make cheap alternatives to the trends. They're like the H&M or Zara of makeup. And I love that because I'm not trying to spend $1 million on something I might not wear all the time. But This is such a gorgeous peachy eyeshadow, and like, because I just told you I hate warm eyeshadows, Kayla, what are you? But like, I like this to blend out like deeper pink and berry looks. It's just so beautiful. I love it. I also did a sunset look with it once and I was really into that. The only other matte shade I want to talk about is Stay Golden, which first of all, The Outsiders, Stay Golden Ponyboy. And second of all, it's just a beautiful shade. And what I like about Colourpop shadows is they don't have carmine in them. So the Modern Renaissance palette, if you have sensitive eyes, the reds in there will make your eyes itchy and puffy. Like, I can't wear the reds in there all day or I will be so itchy because there's carmine in there, and carmine is basically just like crushed up beetles. I'm not lying to you, this is real life. They're crushed up bugs. And like, I don't even care that they're crushed up bugs. The fact is they make my eyes burn. So Colourpop's shadows don't do that to me, so I can use the more like red toned shadows in my crease without dying, and this color is just so beautiful. I love a pink crease so much. It's very reminiscent of the Modern Renaissance palette, but like less eye burn. But like, to be honest, I love all of my Colourpop shadows. I can't wait to buy more. They're just so fantastic. I cannot rave about the powder formula enough. They're just magical. I want to stop and talk about a Lippie stick for a second. I feel like because Colourpop has so many lip products that the Lippie sticks really get overlooked and ignored, and I don't think that's warranted. This is the color Grunge, which I'm wearing on my lips right now, and first of all, the Lippie sticks are so comfortable. This is a matte formula, but it's like definitely a creamy matte. Like, you can see there is still a sheen to my lips. It's not like your matte formula. They have the Matte X formula for that. But like, I love the Lippie sticks. I will have so many of them, and I know they discontinued a lot of the ones they first launched with, so I didn't want to talk about any of those, but Grunge is definitely my go-to Lippie stick. I wear this all the time. I hope you can still get it because it's absolutely flawless. It's just the most perfect, like, plummy brown color that's just like grungy and gorgeous. Like, I live for this color. It's beautiful. And then the other lip product I want to talk about are obviously the Ultra Satin lips. I do have lots of their Ultra Matte lips, and although I love the colors, the formula leaves a lot to be desired. As with most liquid lips, they are super drying and make me want to die. But the Ultra Satin formula is fantastic. They're so comfortable on the lips. I find that some of the darker colors can feather a bit on me, but I'll just use a clear lip liner, and that's just kind of my lips. But the one I want to talk about is Marshmallow. This is, again, a unique ass color. Can I say unique one more time in this video? Like, I don't even know how to describe this color. It's like a gray purple that pulls a little bit blue. It's just so unique, and honestly, it's one of my favorite lipsticks ever. I wear this all the time. It goes with every look. It just looks beautiful, and it's just such a gorgeous color. Like, I cannot say enough good things about Marshmallow. It's one of my all-time favorites. And the last thing I want to talk about, which I'm totally cheating for, are the Colourpop's Luxe Matte Lipsticks. I have two of the cream formula, and I just don't like them as much. I find that they slide around too much for me personally. I'm a matte lipstick kind of girl, and I like a matte lip that has a little bit more comfort. These remind me of the Maybelline matte lipsticks, and like, they're just so fantastic. I only bought weird colors, but I definitely want to get some like more like deep berry tones and stuff, because that's my neutral. My voice sounds terrible at this point. Like, this is Confetti Cake and Trill Seeker. Like, they just have such beautiful shades. Cheetah is probably a little bit more wearable. It's this gorgeous lilac color. They're just so comfortable on the lips. I can't say enough good things about them. The packaging is fucking adorable. They're such a good formula. Honestly, Colourpop always knocks it out of the park, and I am so excited to try their foundations and pressed powders. They better blow my fucking mind. So yeah, those are my top 10 products from Colourpop that I absolutely love. Cheated a little bit with the powder eyeshadows and the lipsticks, but like, you know, shit happens. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what your favorite Colourpop products are, because you know I'll be placing another Colourpop order at some point in the future. Thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.